All right. Here we go, guys. Game week 2 is here. How is everyone doing? Welcome in. Good to see everyone. I'm going to try and make the chat a bit bigger so we can zoom in a little bit because there's only 2 in the chat right now, but hope everyone's ready to go for game week 2. How's it going, guys? Okay. So this is how my team is looking this game week, guys. We got Sanchez in nets. Bit of a decision between excuse me, him and Dubravka. But yeah, another benching headache here is Nico Williams versus Wilson. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cough, guys. Okay, let me just get the chat up properly because it's like so small on the screen. You can't even see it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that now, so I'll just get it up on my phone. Let me just grab it on my phone. Okay. Sorry, guys. Slow start, but here we are. We are ready to go. How is everyone doing? Okay. There we go. We got it now. Just trying to get your chat up on my page.
New user
there we go, guys. Okay. Choking on an orange, Ishla says. Thank you very much. All right. There we go. Palmer captain. Gallagher likes pain. FPL Hawk. You know I like pain. I've got Palmer captained and I'm ready to suffer, but we will see how it goes. We will surely see how it goes. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to Salah on Monday night. If Palmer captain doesn't go well, it's a tough one. It's a really tough pill to swallow, that. Hello. Kimmy says, hello, I've Dubravka goalkeeper. I have to bench 1 out of 3. Juff, Esteve, Nico Williams. Who would you bench here? Okay. So I think I would probably bench, I'd say, who do West Ham play? They play Chelsea. Definitely bench Juff. Yeah, definitely bench Juff. Okay. Giovanni De Benedetti says, 1 to left out between Ahmad, Wilson, Matoma, Verts, Ndiaye. I mean, like, definitely not Verts. Definitely don't bench your 8.5 million asset. I wouldn't suggest that. Ndiaye, Wilson, Ahmad. I would say, I mean, who do Man United play? Who do Man United play this game week? Because Ahmad could be a good one. It's like he didn't even start, though, is the thing. Yeah, I'd probably just bench Ahmad. He didn't even start. Richard, are you not worried about Palmer not scoring an open play goal in 9 months? To be honest, I am. And I could well bottle this Palmer captaincy decision and go for Salah. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. And then I think Salah and Watkins are both better captaincy than Palmer. Yeah, I wouldn't like necessarily argue against that. I think it is very close. I'm so tempted by Watkins. You know that? I'm so tempted by Watkins. He could be the one that I end up going for. He really could. Okay. Let me see if I can... Yeah, that's a bit better. I just want to move this chat overlay so that it's a bit easier to read because it's so small. But at the moment, struggling with that. Let me just go back to what we had. Okay, we'll keep reading it off my phone. I don't want to miss your guys' questions. All right. Why is everyone so strong on Esteve, says Omer. I think just based off these Burnley clean sheet odds. Like, look, they're 4th for clean sheet odds. They, you know, if you can get a clean sheet out of Esteve this week, it's kind of why you bought him. you know, to play him this game week. So I planned my rotation around the fact that I would be playing Esteve in this game week, and I'm happy to do so. Yeah, happy to do so. They were a great defense last season. Obviously, they conceded this first game week, you know, 3 goals, but it's not ideal. But it's against a strong Spurs squad. I expect them to do a bit better here. Okay, Alejandro says, hello again. Sorry I couldn't be on the Game Week 1 stream. No problem at all. Good to have you now. Can you give a happy birthday shout out to my girlfriend? Her name is Matilda. Well, I definitely can do that. Happy birthday, Matilda. Yeah, congrats. Hope you enjoy it, and yeah, hope you have a nice weekend as well. Omer says, is Esteve good or last chance pick? Yeah, I mean, he's fine. He's fine. He plays Burnley, or sorry, he plays Sunderland at home. Like, I'm not expecting much from him. But if he comes up with the goods, then we'll take that all day. Gyökeres captain, too crazy. I don't think that's crazy at all, Alejandro. I do not think that's crazy at all. I think he's definitely one of the top captaincy picks this game week. Anonymous L, bench 2 out of Nico Williams, Porro, Esteve, Van de Ven, Anderson. I'm thinking about starting the first 3. I would say bench 2, Van de Ven and I mean, like, who does Anderson play? Let me get the Fulham fixture up real quick. They play Man United. Yeah, I would agree with you there and do what you just said. Start the first 3. FPL Hawk, Rob T got Salah at 6.6 FPL points and Palmer 6.4. Pretty close then. Pretty close. Plug Boy Varm, good to see you back. Rodgers isn't even a bit pick for Captain Lamau. I have no belief in Brentford this season. Yeah, fair. I mean, yeah, Brentford, I mean, it could be Watkins, it could be Rodgers. I mean, he's just my vice captain. I know, I mean, I should probably change that, actually, to be fair. Should probably change that. So I'm struggling here, guys, with the chat because it's so small on the screen. Should probably have searched up how to fix that before I got stuck in. Okay. We can change this to 90 and 160. There we go. That looks absolutely ridiculous now. Yeah, that didn't fix anything. Okay, we'll try again. Okay. We'll go here. We'll go 90, 160. Fresh browser. Okay. Yeah, why does it look like that? Sorry guys, you have to see me go through this. Nah, I'm not even gonna try anymore. We'll just keep going with this YouTube chat. Right. Okay, John, I'm a Newcastle fan and I think we played incredibly well with the press against Villa, but it helps that one thing they lack in attack is width. Yeah, good point. Who's Villa's first penalty taker? I think it's probably Tielemans, to be honest. I think a lot of us would like to say it's Watkins, but sorry, I just got out the shower. My hair's a fucking mess. Bit of a scramble here. Smash and grab stream, boys. Smash and grab stream. Okay. Omer, Salah will score. Yeah, he probably will, won't he? He probably will. They had McGinn and Rodgers on the wings, which made it easy to press as they 11 opened up on the pitch. Yeah, fair enough. Abby, fellow Palmer captainer. That's reassuring. That is reassuring to hear. João Miranda. Bench 1 of Richards, Nico, Tosin or Porro. I would be tempted. I'd definitely start Richards. Nico, Tosin or Porro. I would probably... would I bench Nico Williams? You would hope for a 0-0 in that, Crystal Palace Forest game. So yeah, I mean, I probably would want to bench him because I see Palace scoring. Is Watkins a good captain pick over Salah, says the fallen one? I would say, yeah, he definitely is. Okay. Going to just quickly zoom in on this again. Defaults. No. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of interesting captaincy picks this game week, guys, because you have Watkins, Salah, Palmer, both the Arsenal players like Saka and Gyökeres. You have the City boys, well, just Haaland, I guess, if you have him. But yeah, there's a lot of options, and it's one of those game weeks that I like to maybe switch it up a little bit, you know? Like I'm happy to do that. Okay. I'm gonna get another overlay here. YouTube chat 2. Boom, boom, boom. 90, 160. Why does he look like that? Why does it do that? No, I can't do this, boys. Don't know what to do with it. We'll just leave it how it is. Okay, I'll do it next stream. Okay. Looking cool, man. Offside footy. Dope yo-yo look. To be honest, I just got out the shower, so I put on a hat because my hair is all over the place. Ravinda Anjana says, hi, Stephen. I need to select 2 from these 3. Milenkovic, Elliot, Anderson, Van Dijk. I sent a stinky 0-all in Forest versus Palace. What's the combination you recommend? I would go for probably Anderson, Van Dijk, I would say. And yeah, I mean, you're spreading the risk a bit, but yeah, I mean, I don't mind Liverpool defence against Newcastle. Terry McLarney, Frimpong replacement, Cuckoo or Munoz? Decisions. I actually quite like Munoz, and I know he's in my team, so that could sound slightly biased, but I actually really just like Munoz, not for this game week, but for the future game weeks as well. And you saved that 0.5 mil, so I don't mind it, Terry. Are you considering using free hit this game week? I mean, have you seen my team? I definitely don't need a free hit. Maybe your team does, but yeah, mine looks fine. I even have a benching headache. Watkins captain. Yeah, I mean, it's playing on my mind for sure. Mathilde, thank you for the birthday shout out. This is my 2nd season playing FPL, having a really fun time with it, and it's a great Friday evening activity, spent with my boyfriend who's a big fan of yours. Well, that's great. I mean, I know Alejandro has been in this stream for most of last season as well, so glad to see we've got the whole family in now. And then Alejandro says, is Gyökeres captain too crazy, or should I just be boring and go Salah? I got 37 points last week. Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, the safe play is always Salah, and I'm like going back and forth on whether I should do that. It's just the safest play, but do you want to play it safe every time? Like, I like Watkins. Salah's safe. I also like Palmer. It's such a tough one. I mean, like, Palmer has not scored a goal from open play in 9 months. Like, that should say enough, you know? Do we need to hear anything else after that? Do we really need to? I'm just gonna keep it on Palmer. I like the West Ham fixture. I really do, to be honest. All right, continuing on with the chat, guys. Next up, Cameron. Hi, bench question. Bench 1, Munoz, Pedro Porro, Anderson, Murillo. I've no City or United outfield. I know you hate playing attackers versus your defenders. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely keep Munoz on the pitch. It's one of those ones. It's actually quite a tough decision you have. You have no City, so I'd also start Porro, and then it's between Anderson and Murillo. I mean, are you guessing that there's going to be a clean sheet for Forest in this fixture? This data here would suggest probably not. If you look at Crystal Palace's chances of scoring, they're pretty high up as well. So I'd be happy to bench Murillo and play Anderson. Looking good, bruv. I'm actually between Palmer and Salah for captaincy. Yeah, I mean, it's a close one. Salah's just the form player and Palmer's the fixture one, you know. And I'm just gonna go for Palmer. Nelson says, hello, bench one of Esteve, Reynildo or Van de Ven. I would probably bench Reynildo there. Abi says Newcastle away will be a very hard game for Salah. Yeah, I mean, it could be and it couldn't be. He has historically played very well there. I am very happy to have him in my team. Captaining him is something I'm just, not captaining him is something that I'm going to have to deal with over the weekend and on Monday night especially. Mark Gallagher, what is up, bro? Opinions on Sarr in midfield. I mean, I love it. I know Eze has left Palace, but it just gives more responsibility to Sarr. We see how it plays out this game week with, a pretty difficult fixture in all honesty. From an attacking perspective, Forest isn't the easiest game, but we'll see what they look like without Eze. Obviously, they're not going to be as good, but I would hold on to Sarr for now. Just because Eze left, I wouldn't be getting rid of him, bro. Wouldn't be getting rid of him. Captain him, lad. Lewis Bamford, Wan-Bissaka or Van de Ven? Yeah, I'd probably start. I mean, I see goals in that City Spurs game, so I'd probably start Wan-Bissaka. Okay. Next up, let me turn off my bench one of Aina, Romero or Dewsbury Hall. I would probably want to bench. Who did Everton play? Dewsbury Hall plays who? Brighton. You know what? I'd probably bench Romero there. First game week points, Dougal. I got 61 points in game week 1. So 2.6 mil overall. Oliver Russell, start Wilson from Fulham or Dorgu. That's actually a good one. I'd probably start Wilson. Yusuf Gohar, hey Stephen, I like your content so much, following from Egypt. Oh well, thank you very much. All the way from London over here, so good to have you in the chat. What to do with Mateta? Chow Chow says. I mean, just hold and see what they look like. It's not a definite transfer out. He's going to be on penalties now, so I mean it's a positive in one way for Mateta, but from an overall perspective for Palace, it's not a good sign. It's just one of those things that you're going to have to wait and see with Mateta, but he's definitely not a transfer out. H says, hello everyone, the Wilson last minute change did work. Yeah, it did. Although I did sell for Rangers now. H, you sold Wilson for Rangers. I mean, if you were able to afford him before the price change, fair enough, but seems like Wilson played well. We'll see. I want Rangers instead of Wilson, but I'm not willing to spend a transfer on it. Even if I could, if he was still 5.5 mil. Brandon Chan, make a wild card team, please. I mean, just take this team. It's class, man. It's class. Maybe add in Saka instead of Palmer and upgrade. I would say, what would you actually upgrade? I would probably have this exact team except Saka instead of Palmer. And you could even go could you do Van de Ven up to Porro or Williams up to Murillo? That's what I would do. H, although I did sell for Rangers, sorry, I already read that. Offside Footy F1, Palmer as right wing scores goals, but as a 10 he is a 2-pointer material. Don't know which tactics Maresca is going to use. Yeah, it all depends on Maresca, and I'm shitting it for that, because if he doesn't play in the right positions, I'm going to be shitting it all night. Ravinda, the problem with Palmer is he operates in the left channel, and him being left-footed does not help. He needs to be back at the right side like he was in the Club World Cup. Don't see Maresca change that this game week. I mean, you might though. We might see him change it. We'll see. Maybe it's one of those things where it depends on the opposition. I'd love to get into the mind of Maresca and see what he's thinking though, and then change my captaincy accordingly. Daniel Webb, stuck on which player to bench? Tarkowski, Murillo or Richards? Between those three, I'd probably bench. Would you bench Murillo? Yeah, I'd probably bench Murillo there. Richards against Forest. Yeah, I'd bench Murillo. Richards has a way higher clean sheet odds than Forest do. Just looking at the clean sheet odds, to be fair, that's what I base a lot of my benching decisions on. Stuck on which player to bench? What about Watkins captain? Yeah, I love that. I mean, if I had the balls, I would do it. I would do it, but I unfortunately don't. Creven, I mean, I am going for Palmer, so I do have, my balls are they're quite sizable, but not as sizable as a Watkins captain. Never back an early kickoff. Mahatma Gandhi did say that, to be fair. I was there when he said that, and it's rung true every single game week, but a broken clock is only wrong or right twice a day, so maybe it'll come good for Palmer. We'll see. What jersey do I have on? I have an Austin FC jersey on, MLS team that my brother plays for. John Gallagher. If you guys want to check him out, he's a professional footballer in the MLS. Marco says, hello, love your content. Can you help me with this headache? Bench one, Anderson, Wilson, or Estev? I'd probably be, I mean, is it between going for a 4-4-2? See, the thing is, I would definitely be starting Estev. I like having him this game week in the starting lineup. Between Anderson and Wilson, I'd probably want to start Wilson with the home fixture. It's unfortunate benching Anderson there, but I prefer the other two. Omer, just guess City versus Spurs result. My guess would be like, I could see like maybe a 2 or 3. I don't know. Would it be like 2-2 maybe? 2-2. I could see a 2-2 in that game. Put the fucking bets on it, lad. Put the house on it. The wife and kids. Alright, love the content, says Jake. Thank you very much, man. I also like the idea of betting against Salah for captaincy this game week, debating between Palmer, João Pedro, or Watkins. I think you should take João Pedro out of that list and just choose between Palmer and Watkins, just because of the 90 minutes, just based off that alone. Patrick Manson, I went nuts. Palmer and Watkins for Anderson and Haaland. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, I do not mind it at all. I really don't mind it. You're taking a -4 though is the thing. So you really need Palmer not to do well here. And I'm literally captaining him, so I hope that goes terribly wrong for you. That's just me being selfish though, Patrick. Richard, thoughts on captain and defenders? Munoz. If I was to captain a defender this week, it would be Munoz. But like I said, my balls are only so sizable. They're not that big. Gamal says, Kudu sub on or keep Marmouche on? Yeah, I would probably be getting rid of Marmouche soon enough. If you can do Marmouche to Semenyo even, I think you should transfer him out. I do, because he's not even playing anymore. He's taking up so much budget. The sooner you get him out, the better. Gamal. Nelson says, start Dubravka or Rolfs? I'd probably start Dubravka here. Yeah, just because he has the home fixture. Watkins, 6 goals, 2 assists in 7 game weeks against Brentford. Brentford versus Aston Villa in the last 6 games. Draw 2, lost 4. Okay. Brentford conceded 4 big chances in game week 1. Wow. In 2024-25 last season against Brentford, Watkins scored 12 points. Offside footy, is that 12 points across both fixtures? Is that what you mean? Lauda, why are you on Palmer captain? What with Salah? I mean, listen, he plays West Ham. Need I say more? They just conceded 3 goals to a promotion side. Chelsea attack is going to run rampant here. That is my analysis of the situation. Salah is a great pick though. Safe pick, but great pick. Jake says bench Verts, Mayenda or Dewsbury Hall. I'm a blue, so I'm biased with Dewsbury Hall. Do not bench Verts. You paid 8.5 mil for him. You're not going to bench him. Between Mayenda and Dewsbury Hall, I mean, I like the Mayenda pick. If you had him game week 1, then fair play. That's a great pick. Obviously he plays a solid Burnley defense. They didn't look so solid against Spurs, but that's one game, and it's a tough fixture for them anyways. I would probably want to play. I'd go for Dewsbury Hall. Just ride it out with Dewsbury Hall. How much would John Gallagher be priced in FPL? I think he'd be a nice little pacey little 5 mil defender, getting up and down, out of position as well because he plays on the wing. So he'd actually be such a saucy FPL pick. Estev over Murillo this week. Yeah, I would say so, actually. Just going off the clean sheet odds, boys, as you can see. Ro, why are you keeping Wilson? Why not, mate? He got an assist last game week. Played 90 minutes. I don't see why I wouldn't keep him. What do you think? Dan Burnett, do you feel confident in Palmer over Watkins? Yeah, I mean, short answer is no, sorry. I do not feel confident in this Palmer captaincy. I'm just hoping for the best with it and that we can see that Club World Cup Palmer against such a shaky defence. Like, honestly, they were so bad. But if we look at the XG conceded, let's look at the XG conceded this season. So if we go XG conceded, boom, boom, boom. Who conceded more? So Brentford conceded 1.8 XG. West Ham actually only conceded 0.8 XG. I did see this stat that it was like West Ham actually, kept them to only a few small chances, and they just finished them really well. Like, it's actually so tough for them. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, they didn't have that many shots. They had 10 shots, Sunderland, against West Ham. Like, West Ham had more shots. West Ham had more shots against them. Let's see how many shots Brentford conceded. Against Forest, Brentford conceded, I mean, 11 shots. It's so close, boys. It's so close. So hard to say. But yeah, I'm trusting in this Palmer captaincy. I'm trusting in it. Just that's why I got him in. I'm not going to let the first game week, determine that. But his position is definitely a concern. I'm just happy to ride it out. Offside Footy says, versus Brentford in game week 14, 12 points. In game week 28, 9 points. Cumulative 21 points versus Brentford last season. I mean, this guy Watkins just loves scoring against his old team. It sounds like it. That is... Thanks, love you, Gallagher. Gonna copy your team whole season, so update regularly. Mate, do you have my team right now? Because I think that's so funny when people copy my team. Like, I just think I don't even get mad about it. I just think it's fucking hilarious. Like, you guys are you're not even playing. You're just copying my team. But fair enough. Like, I'm not gonna stop you. Jake Latchford, may I end on the bench for game week 1? That is tough, man. That is tough. Cristiano Ronaldo in the chat. No way, bro. Sells or Dubravka goalkeeper? I would start Dubravka. Ro, you were deciding between Rangers and Wilson last week. Any regrets? I mean, yeah. I would have loved if I'd picked Rangers instead of Wilson, but lots of football to be played, and I think it's clear that Rangers was the better pick than Wilson. But I've made my decision. I've made my bed. I'm gonna sleep in it, and yeah, it's too late now for one that I can't even get to him because he's 5.6 mil now. But also, if I did have the money to do it, it's a bit of a. I just feel like it's a waste of a transfer, like a very sideways move, taking out a player like Wilson, who I'm happy to have in my team. I do regret the decision, but I'm not going to transfer him out. Don't want to waste a transfer. Richard, if you had Haaland, would you captain him? Yeah, I would. I definitely would. If I had Haaland, he's on my captaincy list. If I had Saka and Haaland, I'd probably captain Saka. Okay. Stephen Gill, start Porro or Esteve? I've got Sanchez and Dubravka as well. Start Fulkrug or Porro. So Porro, Esteve, Dubravka. Okay, you've got Sanchez, Dubravka. I'd also start Sanchez, as you can see, just based off the clean sheet odds. Chelsea have higher. And between Porro and Esteve, I'd probably start Esteve. Again, clean sheets is the bread and butter. Go for the clean sheets, man. Okay, now watch Porro just like score a hat-trick. That would be a bit of a shame. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this around because I'm using my phone for the chat, so I want to make sure it stays where it is. Okay, what is next? We got a few other benching headaches, guys. Fulkrug or Porro? Yeah, I mean, Porro, I would say. Yeah, start Porro there. Jeevan. Nelson, I'm captaining Gyökeres. Heard he bullies smaller teams. he does, to be fair. He does. That's what he's known for. Harry Widdop. Which 3 out of Porro, Richards, Williams and Aitnery should I start? Currently benched Porro. I mean, it's a tough one. Porro, Richards, Williams and Aitnery. Ooh. I'd want to start Aitnery. I'd probably start Richards. And then between Williams and Porro, I'd probably start Porro as well. And do I though? Because like, what's Man City's clean sheet odds? They're 3rd for clean sheet odds. What the? Spurs are 2nd last. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be starting Porro then. In that case, go for Williams instead of Porro. Timil Hen says Munoz, Nico Williams, Van Ven and Juve. Which 2 do I start? Start Munoz and Nico Williams. Go for that 0-all. Go for that 0-all, man. Richard, I have Bruno Fernandes. Should be worried. Looking forward? Yes, yeah. Definitely keep an eye on him, but I wouldn't be transferring him out immediately. I think you still have time to let it settle, and yeah, I wouldn't be transferring him out like straight away. He's still a hold. He's still a great FPL asset. Always will be. It's just about his positioning and where he's going to play in this team, and we just have to wait and see. Just stick with the decision that you made at the start of the season and just see how it plays out. Okay. Josh B. Ade says, I have both. Who do you recommend I go between Saka and Haaland for captaincy? I'd go for Saka, man. I'd go for Saka. I like it. Who would you start between Porro, Anderson, and Juve? I would probably start Anderson there. Martin Verwer says, should I bench boost with Dubravka, Esteve, Anderson, and Giu on the bench? I don't mind it, actually. I actually don't mind it. It's quite good. Like, Mark Gio isn't going to play much, but it's a pretty solid bench, that. Sam Ansell, what do you think of Bowen and Wood? Bowen to Wood this week? Everyone keeps saying to roll, and obviously rubbish pre-season for Forest, but I still want him in. Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't think now is the time to get in a Brentford attacker, because they're just about to play Palace, who kept a clean sheet to Chelsea, who are one of the best attacks in the league. So I think wait it out with Bowen for one more game week and then go from there. Cristiano Ronaldo in the chat again. Holy moly. Bro, I'm Tokurist. You helped me a lot of times this in previous seasons. I really love your suggestion. No problem at all, man. No problem at all. Glad to have you in the chat. Cristiano Ronaldo. Liam Kieran, what is up, lad? Palmer captaincy, let's fucking go. Always weary of early fixtures in game week, but let's ride. Are you also going Palmer captain? Because that'll I need some reassurance here. Everyone's just fucking roasting me in the chat. But they play West Ham, who just shipped 3 goals to Sunderland. I can't look past that. I got Palmer in to captain in this game week. I knew I was going to do it when I put him in my team, so just going to stick with the decision. I have Watkins cap right now, but the amount of teams I see on X picking Palmer Salah are scaring me off. You should be scared. You should be scared, especially of Salah. But no, I like the Watkins pick. It's between Palmer and Watkins for me, honestly. I'm not captaining Salah this game week. It's a bit boring, isn't it? It's a bit boring. Like, no Salah, he always scores. It's boring. Last season, every time I doubted myself, I ended up regretting it. That's just the way of life, my friend. FPL teaches you so much about life. No, I'm joking. Okay, best replacement for Solanke. You have Haaland and Watkins and no Chelsea attacker. Best replacement for Solanke, I would say, do we know Solanke's like injury situation? Because if he plays, I mean, I suppose the fixture isn't great anyways. I'd probably just go for Chris Wood. Yeah, just go for Chris Wood. He's got great fixtures. This one isn't great, but he's definitely going to play, and we don't know if Solanke will. So yeah, I do think it's justifiable. Go Solanke to Chris Wood, mate. Varfiel, I transferred in Van Nielsen for Bowen before the price drop. Yeah, fair. I don't mind it. Stephen Gill, I actually can't believe how bad Fulkrug was that I'm starting defender against Man City over him. Game's gone. Game is fucking well and truly gone, Jeevan. That is so true. Yeah, Fulkrug was not great, but hopefully he can turn it around for all his, devout FPL managers. Offside Footy F1, do you think Spurs are going to play a real defensive masterclass with 4-5-1? If they could replicate that first half form against PSG, City is in trouble. Yeah, I agree. I think, Thomas Frank is such a good manager. He's going to, with this group of players, he's going to figure something out to get Spurs to win, not to win this match, but to try and limit the amount of goals Man City will have. And, he's just going to do it. I do think it'll be a 4-5-1. I think everyone expects that because we've seen him do it before against Man City when he had Brentford. So, yeah, I can see it happening, and it just makes me a bit weary about that fixture in general. I still think it's going to be like a 2-2. I can see a 2-2 there. That being said, I'm starting Nate Nuri, so let's go. Hopefully he's playing like as a winger again. We'll see. Cesar Ferrando says, choose 2 between Sels, Dubravka, Milenkovic and Porro. Between Sels and Dubravka, looking at the clean sheet odds, Sels at Forest has 23% chance, Dubravka at Burnley has a 32% chance. So, 9% more likely. I'm just going to go off the odds, mate. I'm just going to go for Dubravka in that situation. Then between Milenkovic and Porro, I'd probably just go Milenkovic, again, looking at the clean sheet odds. So, yeah, start Dubravka Milenkovic. Bibu says, hi mate, hope all is good. Got 1 mil in the bank on wildcard. Can you give me your thoughts? Sels Dubravka, Gabriel Munoz, Tosin, Gudmundsson, Van de Ven, Salah, Semenyo, Rogers, Neto, Reinders, Gio, Haaland, Strand, Larson. If you have 1 million spare, the one thing I'm looking at in your team is Strand Larson. I do like him as a pick, but just look at how low Wolves are on the projected goals chart, and I think we'll see them quite low down for a lot of games this season. I think there's so many interesting 7.5 mil options that you should go for, and I would upgrade Larson to Wood there and go for that. Yeah, that would be my suggestion. Other than that, I really like the rest of your team. Really like the rest of your team, mate. Should we give Kieran Dewsbury Hall one more chance? I think you should. I think you should. I don't mind him this game week against Brighton at home. Yeah, I think it's a decent game week to have him. I wouldn't mind it. I've gone with Salah captain. Hope it works out. I hope it works out too. Let's have a quick look, guys. I'm going to get rid of this page because this was just like a background that I had. And let me pull up Rob T's Twitter, and then we can see he also has some projected goals, which I love. I think I actually have it saved on my okay, let's see who else is. Look, is there any team news? Let's see as well. I'm gonna go quickly here, guys, to Emma's page at Jump the Wave. This is the best for like team predictions. I think it's amazing what she does. What they do on this page is essentially, here we go. So they have these predicted lineups, and I mean, who are we looking at? Are we looking at, like, I know there's a lot of people wondering about what do you call it? We're wondering about Liverpool and especially Wirtz. People are wondering, is Wirtz even going to start? He's got a 97% chance of starting, so I would say yes. Gakpo has even a bit less. Chiesa looks like he has a 3% chance of starting here. So I mean, let me know in the chat who you guys want to actually see on this. I'd say season on if Watkins blanks for me. Can't handle the FPL stress. Yeah, FPL is pretty stressful on a good day. I'm going to vice captain my boy real quick. I mean, like, let me just get a quick little screenshot of the team for X so you guys can see who I'm going for. Palmer captain, let's get it, boys. Let's get it. Okay, so what I got distracted by was I wanted to see, yes, here we go, market goal projections. Okay, and we can also see actually if we go, so I'm going to keep Emma's page up here. Let me guys know, yeah, Rangers to start, people are asking. Okay, let's see. Rangers to start is 100%. 100%. Oh, okay, you can't do Strand Larson to Wood because of price rise. Only got 0.5 in the bank because of Tosin. Should I take a risk and go Achampong or go for Mateta? Or just go Tosin and go Evanilson on wildcard again? You know what? That's actually quite a tough one then. So I would suggest, I mean, I really like your defense. Tosin is an issue though. So keep Strand Larson and then maybe upgrade Tosin. He's 4.5, I imagine. So you could upgrade him to, if you really want a Chelsea defender, just get like Chalobah in. We think he'll play basically all the games. And then you can upgrade Strand Larson to Evan Nilsson even. Cesar Ferrando, thanks man, I love your channel. I have a good run since I discovered second half of last season. Well, glad I could be a part of that and help you out where you could. Would you start Dubravka or Verbruggen? I would probably, oopsie, let me bring this back. Would I start Dubravka or Verbruggen? To be honest, mate, let's look at this. So we have Dubravka plays for Burnley. Yeah, I'd just go Dubravka. It's a close one though. I don't know why it looks weird like that. Boom. There we go. Boom. Looks mad. Let me X out, and actually I want to see has Rob T posted any other stuff on Twitter, because his stuff is class, especially for like captaincy and stuff like that. Unbelievable. His data is great. I like to do a lot of, you know, my data myself, but I don't do like models. Here we go. Top projected FPL points. So let's save this as a little image. And we're actually just going to throw this onto here. I'm going to make a quick little Canva, guys. You know what? Actually, you know what? I'll just leave it like this. I'll leave it on the screen so we can see it. Let me put that down. Boom. Boom. I like it, guys. I like it. Okay, and I'm going to add the other viz to this just so we can have the projected point scores, because I think this is probably a bit, you know. Here we go. Let's copy this and add it here. Oopsie. I'll just leave it like this, guys, so you can see it. Okay, what do we think? Haaland, Saka. I had it the other way around in my head. Palmer is quite a bit further down in comparison. I mean, it's one of those ones that you just have to accept it. Like, the odds are so close in terms of predicted FPL points. Wouldn't you just want to go for the riskier pick? Or is that the way to think about it? Should we just go for the safe pick when everything is so close? I feel like I'm much more of a go for the risky one, you know? That's how I like to play it. Okay. Here we go, guys. We are locked in, sorry, and we're back. Okay. Let's see what else people are saying in the chat. Seeing a lot of people going for Salah as captain on X. People really have last season's PTSD when he hauls and they don't captain him. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably included in that camp. I hate when Salah scores and I don't have him. Absolutely can't stand him. He's just that guy, though. He just gets it done, doesn't he? Sorry, I'm like twitching around this. There we go. I'll leave it. Yeah, he's just that guy. Salah is just that guy. Like, he is going to punish, but I'm just going to hope that Palmer does something against this shaky West Ham team. And I've got nothing to do this evening other than watch the game. So I'm really excited for it. We will see how it goes. Are you not worried about Palmer's positioning as he is very far from the goal threat? Yeah, I am worried. I'm definitely worried. That is my main concern with Palmer. I'm just praying that Maresca sorted it out because we'll see. We'll see. We know the player he can be. And it's just the fixtures right there. Caesar, okay, you said that. Would you start Dubravka? I have Cucurella. Do I play Paqueta or sell for maximum upside? I would probably just start Cucurella instead. Abhinav, Calra, Esteve or Porro? I'd probably start Esteve, the boring. I know he's, 4 mil and Porro's 5.5, but just a clean sheet, guys. I'm just a clean sheet guy. Thomas Shelby, should I captain Gyökeres over Salah? Right now, so confused. My gut feeling says Gyökeres, but the minutes risk is there, even though Kai Havertz is injured. Plus, it's Salah with 90 minutes. Maybe I'm too drunk. Boys. I think... it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Yeah, I mean, like, just go for Gyökeres. I think the fixture is there. I do not mind it. Do not mind it at all. But yeah, it's just one of those game weeks where there's so many captaincy captaincy shouts that it's a really tough one. It's a really tough one. How to do a poll on YouTube live stream. Okay, I'm gonna start a little poll for you guys if I can figure it out. Can I? Let's go on to the YouTube and then actually I think I can just type it in here. Start a little poll, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out because I'll do it next time, guys. I think I had the same problem last time. Kishla, what is your reason for not captaining Salah? Because I'm not a boring cunt. No, I'm joking. Captain Salah is the play, my dear. But life's too short. Life's too short, and I want to see Palmer bang it in against West Ham. The thing is, like, Newcastle looked so strong defensively, and they were one of the top. Weren't they third for expected goals conceded last season, if not fourth? They're top defense, and that defense has not changed at all. So I really believe in the Newcastle defense. I know this game historically between Liverpool and Newcastle does have goals, and Salah is usually involved in them. I just think this season will be a bit different for Liverpool, and the goals will be spread a bit more. Obviously, we saw Salah come in with a goal last game week, and I think if he didn't have that, I don't think anyone would be captaining him right now. I don't think anyone would be. It would all be if you have, obviously, Haaland or an Arsenal player like Saka or Gyökeres. If you don't, like me, then if Salah didn't score, I wouldn't even be thinking about it. But yeah, Palmer didn't score either, and I'm captaining him. So what does that say about me? Do you not think Wilson is enough of a differential? Why risk it on captain? Yeah, I mean, I'm always gonna risk it when the odds are so close. The odds between Salah and Palmer are so close. Like, I'm just gonna risk it because That's the kind of FPL manager I am. I'm going to want to play the risky play because it's going to get me that upside. It's such a 50-50 that I just have to go for it. I'm just that kind of manager. It's all about your risk appetite. I don't want to play it safe and go for Salah. I want to try get ahead early in the season so I can, I'm not playing catch up. Now I will be playing catch up if Salah scores and Palmer doesn't, but I just hope that Newcastle can limit it. That's my prediction. Okay. Thomas Shelby, should I captain Gyökeres or Salah? I think I answered that already. I'd go for Gyökeres, mate. Arman Patel, Anderson or Tielemans out for Rangers or hold? I would hold. Varfiel, as a Liverpool fan, it's so hard to go against Salah. Watching the game and don't want him to score is a pain. Yeah, that is a pain. If you're a Liverpool fan and you're watching it and you're like, I hope this guy doesn't score, that is so boring. But it does add a bit of, context and narrative to your viewing situation. So Watkins locked as cap. Fair to say I'll be hate watching the Chelsea game. That's tough. Oh, here we go. We got a super chat. Thank you very much, G Frown. You said Gyökeres or Saka captain, and Sells or Dubravka without Eze. I'd go for Dubravka in terms of the keeper. Between Gyökeres and Saka, I think Saka is the play. And they have the most projected goals. Like, it has to be one of Gyökeres or Saka. And Saka, he's got the extra points for being a midfielder. I think it is close enough to just go for Saka in that case. But yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. Okay. Next question. Captain Paul. Sorry, I'm not sure how to do one, guys. I'll have to figure that out next time. Okay. Next question is, someone said you are mad. Oh, that's Keishla. PC, what's up, Paddy? You're captain in Palmer. Join the club, man. Join the club. Good to have you in. Go on, Paddy, and I'll see you on Sunday, lad. We can talk all about, our regret once Palmer blanks, and then we have to watch Salah on Monday. That is going to be tough, but hopefully we're rejoicing on the golf course. We'll see. Next question. Gamal says, Sesko or Richarlison sub? I'd go for Sesko. I think is he going to start is the thing. We don't know either of those are going to start. I'd probably just go Sesko though. Okay. KM says, Constance red cards killing me. Have to have Van de Ven on. Hope he scores. Oh, that's tough, man. That's really tough. Unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Especially with this Brentford fixture. You'd love to have Constance there, but Van de Ven, not the worst. He could do something for you. Okay, our man says Anderson or Tielemans out for Rangers or hold. I think I answered that. I think we're expecting. I think you should hold. Sorry, I'm trying to answer the other question. Before I get to that, guys, 10 minutes to go. So I think if you are like fairly certain on what you want to do, just make those transfers now and save your team, because the app has been absolutely shocking. So we'll see. Someone asked Achimpong start. So let me actually find out for you. I want to give you a good answer on that one. So let's see, escape here, and then I want to go and look at the estimated team. Here we go. So Chelsea, Achimpong is no. It doesn't look like he's going to start, guys. It doesn't look like he's going to start. I trust these with my life, by the way. These the ones that Jump the Wave do. These are the best. So yeah, it looks like Chalobah, Tosin, James, and Cucurella back line. So yeah, Tosin is back in. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough if you had Achimpong, because he was a good pick and he played, but just one of those ones, isn't it? My models are saying Gyökeres captain over Saka. Yeah, fair enough. If you have your own models, then trust them. But I just like that he gets more points for being a midfielder. Are you looking at Haaland as a viable option now? Oh, 100%. 100%. I would love to have Haaland in my team and go for a Salah Haaland team and get Palmer out. It's just so difficult now that I've gone with this structure, and I'm just going to try stick with this. And I'm actually just going to try build up 5 free transfers, like not be knee-jerky. Hope that the team that I built for the first 5 to 6 game weeks is going to work out. And yeah, I'm happy with those. It's sound decision making, so I'm just going to go for it and hope that the decision making works out. Thomas Shelby again. Well, lad, do you think Marino or Trossard can sub Gyökeres after 60-70 minutes? That's the only thing stopping me. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a thought. His minutes are not 100% secure. and Saka's are, which is why I have been saying I prefer Saka in terms of captaincy if you have both. But I still think Gyökeres is such a good pick this game week. Okay, Stephen Gill. Newcastle's failed signing 11 is better than their actual team. Salah's going to score a hat-trick. Yeah, I mean, their team is already great, though. They really didn't need, like, they lost Isak, which is huge, like, absolutely monumental. But the rest of their team has stayed, and they got Alanga in. So I actually think, although they've been, you know, absolutely tossed about this transfer window, yeah, it's not the worst. They do have a good team. Dorgu or Anderson. I'd probably start Dorgu there, you know? I'd actually go for Dorgu. He looks so attacking. Is Tielemans out for Reindeers worth it? Is it? I'm not sure it is. He was playing in the 10, Tielemans, so if he stays there, that's really good for you. Offside footy F1, the only catch with Salah is even if he stinks a game, he just needs a penalty or a lucky goal to haul big. Pure FPL monster. Yeah, Salah is just that guy. He just sneaks in with a little goal. He'll just sneak in. He's always at the end of a chance. He'll just come in, bag a little goal. And he could do that 2-3 times in a game. It's the most annoying thing if you don't have him. Or sorry, if you do have him. Because you're watching it and you're like, this guy is not involved at all. I captain him. Like, just look against Bournemouth. 94th minute. He comes up good. So he could be, you know, the sensible thing is definitely just to play Salah. Go for Salah captain. But when do we ever do the sensible thing here, lads? When do we ever do that? Okay. For me FC, sell Konsa to Richards / Tosin. No, don't sell Konsa because he's only out for one game week. And the Villa fixtures are really good going forward. Okay, loss from light. Why Watkins over Wood? I mean, I just don't have Wood in my team. Unfortunately. I just don't. Achampong or Richards? Go for Richards because it looks like Achampong isn't going to start in Faux Surge. Bradley says Nico Williams or De Kuiper. Ooh, I like De Kuiper as a pick there. Brighton have pretty high clean sheet odds. Yeah, I do like the De Kuiper pick. Nikolai says, joining you on the Palmer Cap. Let's go. Thanks for all the good content. Well, thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying it. Let's go, Palmer Captain, says Muhammad Ali. Glad to have a legend in the chat like Muhammad Ali. That's just really nice, isn't it? Glad for him to, you know, come in from the afterlife. Double Forest or Burnley defence? Burnley. Yeah, it's got to be. Rice over Palmer? I mean, nah, I would not do that. I know it's a good fixture, but benching Palmer is a ridiculous thing to do. I'm literally captaining him. Tommy Shelby. Oh, you already asked that. Murillo or Esteve? Probably Esteve. Everyone is starting Anderson over Porro. Anderson will likely get 4 points with defensive contributions at best. Even if Porro blanks, that's not a big difference. And the upside of Porro is good. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. I'm just such a clean sheet merchant when it comes to my defense, and I don't think they're keeping a clean sheet. Whereas Anderson could keep a clean sheet, get some DEFCON, maybe even get another assist again. So, yeah, I like the Anderson. I would start Anderson if it was me. Do you have an idea on when to use the wild card? I try not to think too much about chips for this first part of the season. The reason for that, and I've explained this in another video, is that I just think that because it's all single game weeks for the first half of the season until game week 19, which is when we get the update on our chips, we have to use the chips by game week 19, but they're all single game weeks. So it's just so team dependent. There's no obvious, oh, I'm going to play it in this blank and then there's a double here, boom, boom, boom. There's no obvious structure for the first half of the season on where we should play our chips. So I think it's so team dependent. I'm going to wait for, you know, as long as I can basically, and we will see. FPL Focal has gone for Palmer captain. Did you guys collude before? No, we did not collude, but that is a huge vote of confidence in Palmer's favor, so I'm massive on that. In fact, you know, guys, I'm just going to see if I can get some engagement going here before I start off. I want to post about my team, and you guys can tell me what you think about it on. Whoops, this is my work, so I'm just going to put this over here real quick, and I'm going to post on Twitter about my team. So here we go. Game week 2. We're going to go Palmer captain. Ice cold emoji. Ice cold. Okay. Rolling the transfer. Let's make this post, boys. All right. Here we go. Okay. And what am I putting here? In the world, I'm 2.2. No, sorry, I'm doing this. And we go 2.2 mil, 61 points. Okay. Here we go, boys. And let me throw the team picture up. Where is it? It's down here. Okay. Good luck, guys. We'll put that by itself. All right, boys. Go slate me in the... I'll go and post that here. No, don't delete it. I'll go pin it so you guys can go leave a comment if you want. Pin that. Pin that thing. There we go, lads. Team is locked and loaded. Team is absolutely locked in. There we go, so you guys can see it. Boom. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Okay, let me ask you questions, guys. Only 2 minutes left, by the way. So get your transfers in if you haven't. Set your captain, all that good stuff. Let me just make sure my team is how it should be. Yeah. Guys, only 2 minutes left, if even. Okay. Adam Wang, who to bench? Sar, Barnes, Reinders, or Minta? I would probably bench... oh, that's actually quite a tough one, mate. That's actually a really interesting one. Sar, Barnes... we'll go over here to end the stream. No, we'll go back here. So you said Sar, Barnes, Reinders, or Minta. I mean, like, maybe Minta. Like, Everton is quite a good defence, so... Tough one. Oh, Sohail in the chat. I've gone Palmer too, mate. Good luck. Good luck to you too, man. Glad to have another Palmer captainer in the chat. H, going for triple captain Watkins. The demons are talking to me. H, you've lost the plot, mate. You've lost the plot. Alejandro, would you sell Forest defence if Nuno is sacked? That's a decision. You can't imagine they would forget how to defend overnight, is my thinking. They would probably just go with their same structure for the meantime, at least, if they got an interim manager. So I don't think that would be an immediate sell. But then we'd have to wait and see who the new manager is, etc., etc. Guys, one minute left. 1 minute left, so get those teams in. Mark Gallagher, best of luck, bro. Best of luck to you too, broski. I still think Pedro will do better than Palmer. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with that one. I can only get one of Haaland or Watkins this week. Who should I go for? I mean, if you can get Haaland, then go for Haaland, yeah. But can you do that in one transfer? You can't if you don't have him. He's the most expensive forward. Captain Palmer, Salah, Watkins, or Haaland? Mate, go for Haaland there. Definitely go for Haaland if you have him. You have Palmer, Salah, Haaland, and Watkins in your team. That is insane. Zaps, that is crazy. I've gone Palmer. Newcastle looking solid. Yeah, I've gone Palmer too. There we go, guys. Deadline has arrived. Deadline has arrived. So, yeah, fair play to everyone who watched. I'm going to get this back up so you can see what we're looking like over here. And, yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the stream. And, yeah, let me know who you ended up captain in the end. Watkins is shout for a skipper. He's going to bag on Brentford. Yeah, Watkins is a great shout, to be fair. I do really like the Watkins shout as well. Yeah, it's just one of those ones, isn't it? You got to hope that your decision-making is sound. I said, before, you know, going into the game week that... even going into the season, I should say, that Palmer was going to be my captain in game week 2. That was always the plan. It was always going to be the plan. So, yeah, I'm happy with the decision making. We'll see if it actually pays out. But Livermento or Van Dijk or Munoz for the next 5 game weeks. I would probably go for Munoz. I really like him. My gut says Watkins, but I went Salah, says Jeevan. Too scared to go risky early on in the season. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I get that. Offside Footy F1 says Watkins captain for me. Good luck, everyone. I'm actually so jealous. Now I'm like, should I have just gone for Watkins? For me, it was between Palmer and Watkins. I was never going to captain Salah this game week, but yeah, lots of... I mean, all eyes for me on Palmer this game week. Excuse moi. So who did everyone else go captain? Let me know. Let me know. Happy to stick around for a little bit more and, you know, answer your guys' questions for game week 3 even. We can get started there. But for now, game week 2 is here. Has arrived. Okay. Gyökeres captain, let's see, says Lost from Sight. Yeah, good luck, mate. I really like it. If I had Gyökeres and Saka like you do, I mean, it's such a tough decision. And I do not blame you at all for going for a Gyökeres. So hopefully it works out for you. Well, actually, hopefully it doesn't, for my sake. I hope him and Saka both get a red card and 3-game ban. And honestly, like, I have Salah in my team, but if he blanks, I'm going crazy. I'm having a big one on Monday night, especially if Palmer goes crazy. Oh my God, I would love to see. I'm going to be watching this at home, just like eyes glued to the screen. Like, if Palmer goes crazy here, I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to be delighted. So we will see. We will definitely see. Should be a good one. Should be a good one, guys. Yeah, I love these game weeks when there's so many different captaincy picks. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's see if there's any any Chelsea team news coming out. We'll wait until that. We can even wait until the team comes out. So let's wait and see what we think. I mean, let's have a look. Yeah, is there any Chelsea team leaks? Not seeing any Chelsea team leaks right now. But we'll just wait and see. I'm sure there will be some within the next 10 minutes or so. A few other people are captaining Palmer, which I'm liking to see. So like Ben Crellin has captained him. So I'm big for that. So yeah, I'm glad everyone's agreeing with the Palmer pick. But I mean, there's just so many captaincy picks this game week. So many. But guys, if you're still here and are enjoying the stream and have been enjoying the videos, then please go ahead and drop a like on the stream and even a subscribe. Like, this isn't my full-time job, so I just kind of do this as a hobby, but absolutely love doing this. And yeah, if you guys can support the channel by just tapping a few buttons, hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, it would go a long way for me. So I mean, I usually wait to ask this until everyone's left and only the people who are still watching are still here. So I know you guys are enjoying the content. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying the content and haven't subscribed yet, then join the community. So yeah, join the community and Captain Palmer if all goes wrong. Let's see, anyone else captaining Palmer on my Twitter feed? It looks like not really. A good few Salah captainers. FPL Raptor. Talk FPL has captained Watkins. Fair play to him. Brad has captained Salah. I mean, who else has captained Salah? There's a lot of people. Hibbo, Captain Palmer. That's a big one. Okay. Yeah, that's huge. Anyone else? Watkins cap for me. Okay, SA said, hey mate, which one would you bench? Paqueta, Bruno Fernandes, Semenyo or Strand Larson? I mean, get Bruno and Semenyo out of that because you're not going to, let's be real, you're not going to bench Bruno. He costs 9 mil and Semenyo just scored 2 goals and he plays Wolves. So get them out of your benching decision. It's between Paqueta and Strand Larson at the end of the day. And I mean, if we look at these goal scoring odds, West Ham have 1.03. They're second last for goal scoring odds, whereas Wolves are 1.13. We know that Strand Larson is probably on pens. So between Strand Larson and Paqueta, you got to go for Strand Larson there. But yeah, just get Bruno and Semenyo out of that. Sohail says, great stream, mate. Let's go. Palmer 25 pointer, 50 if captain incoming. That's what I love to see. That's what I love to hear, man. I like that. Good vibes for going into the Palmer captaincy. Really enjoyed your most recent vid, by the way, says Keishla. Well, that's such a nice message to say. That really makes me feel good. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Glad you enjoyed it. Someone goes, how do I get better? At FPL or in general? Like, I hope all is good with you, bro. How do you get better at FPL? That is a good question. I would say step 1, watch my videos. Step 2, copy my team every single week. Just copy my team and don't even think about it. Don't even think about FPL. Just go onto my team. I'll post it before the deadline every game week and just copy it. Someone came in here, if you've been watching this stream, someone literally came in here and said, you know, I'm copying your team. Deal with it. And I was just like, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I'd be copying my team too if I didn't have it. So, yeah. De Kuiper is a good pick too. Yeah, I like it. I like the De Kuiper pick. Hey, I'm new here, mate. Captain Palmer. Let's go, Eston. Prove everyone wrong. Plus, he tweeted he is damn serious about scoring. Did Palmer tweet that? Let me have a little goosey gander. Because that's a juicy bit of, FPL narrative that I'm more than happy to latch on to. Palmer literally saying, I'm going to score. Let's see, did that actually happen? Does he even have a Twitter? Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't even have a Twitter. Oh, got baited there. Got absolutely baited. I got excited. That'd be so nice if he was just like, yeah, guys, don't worry, I'm going to score. Don't worry about it. Kulindu says, I'm kind of new to FPL. Can we view the game week captaincy data in the FPL site? When will that be available? Just look at your team points, and you can see they usually post on their like Twitter all the what all the captains scored, but you can just keep an eye out on all the points over the game week, and the team of the week is like a good way to see who scored all the highest points every game week. But if you want to see like captaincy stats in terms of what percentage of everyone, what percentage of the fan base captained what player, then that you'll have to wait for that. You'll have to wait a little bit for that. That should be out like this evening, I would say, or tomorrow. Okay. Any word on Anthony Robinson? No word on him. Let's have a quick look. Is he expected to play? Let's go back to Emma's page at Jump the Wave. Like I said, the best place to look for lineup predictors. And we can find Fulham somewhere in here. Okay. We're going to fly through these. Oh, they didn't do Fulham, unfortunately. They didn't do Fulham. So maybe they're somewhere in here. Newcastle, Liverpool, Brentford. Not looking good for Fulham here. But they usually do all of them. Yeah, I'm sorry. They don't have the Fulham one. So I'm not sure about Anthony Robinson. I cannot tell you, mate. I would love to give you an answer, Lockie Hughes, but can he do? Anthony Robinson is still out. So is Sessegnon, I think, says Sohail. There you go. Sounds like they're still out. Thoughts on True Fair, says Offside Footy F1. I liked his crosses against Liverpool in game week 1. Van Ilsen would be happy to have him in his team. Yeah, I like True Fair, like not just as an FPL asset, but also as just a player. Like attacking fullbacks are so fun to watch. So, yeah, I mean, I like him. I like the way he's just spamming crosses. Like he's just spamming crosses into the box. A player like Van Ilsen is just going to feed off that because he's happy to get stuck in, but he's also one of those players that the ball will kind of just fall to him in the box. So I like that for Evan Nilsson. Yeah, True Fair could be a play. If Bournemouth are as good defensively as they are last season, it's so hard to say because they literally lost like 4 out of 5 of their back line. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, we'll wait and see on the Bournemouth defense, but he could probably be the best pick from them, if not Senesi, just for DEFCON as well. What are you going to do with Wilson? Are you happy with him? I'm not happy with him. He's been a very bad boy. Not getting the same amount of points as Reinders. He should be on the naughty step for that. Absolutely. Now, I said about Wilson already. I'm happy to have him in my team. I regret it because I wish I'd gone for Reinders instead. It's just one of those ones where it's like, I'm not going to waste the transfer doing a sideways swap from Wilson to Reinders because Wilson did get an assist, so I'm not going to transfer him out immediately. And yeah, it's just one of those things. I got to trust the decision that I made, and saving a transfer is more important to me than getting Reinders in for Wilson. Obviously, I can't even do it now because of the price change, so it's not none of the matter. But yeah, gonna keep Wilson to answer your. That's a long answer to the short form is that I'm just gonna keep him. Lost from Light. Which club do you support? I actually support a lot of clubs. My main one is Dundalk FC in Ireland, in the Premier Division in Ireland. That's where I'm from. Actually, sorry, yeah, we're in the First Division. We're not even in the Premier Division. First Division meaning the Second Division in Ireland. So that's my main team. In the Premier League, I grew up a Man United fan, so my uncle and my dad, they would bring me to games, me and my brothers to games growing up. So just traveling all the way from Ireland over to Old Trafford, that was a big thing for me and the family to do. So I was a Man United fan from birth, didn't have much of a choice there. But I also support a lot of teams that my brother played for. So right now he plays for Austin FC, or I should look here. Yeah, he plays for Austin FC. So I guess I'm an Austin FC fan. Wherever my brother plays, I'm supporting him. So he also played for Aberdeen in Scotland. So I'm a bit of an Aberdeen fan. But my main team is Dundalk. My English team is Man United. I know I'm one of those guys that has so many teams, but it's not like, you know, Dundalk is my team. I just like to follow other teams in the Prem because I grew up following Man United. I mean, in Ireland, it's either like you're a Man United fan or you're a Liverpool fan. And if you're neither of those, then probably no one in your family supported football and you just picked a team, most likely. I know people who, you know, their dad supports Spurs or Arsenal, but for the most part, most people's parents support Man United and Liverpool, just because there was so many Irish footballers playing for those teams back in the day. What is next? My plan is to bring Van Dijk, Sarr, Mateta for Nico Williams, Bruno Palmer, Strand Larson in Game Week 4 for free. Thoughts? Bring Van Dijk, Sarr, Mateta for Nico Williams, Bruno, Strand Larson. I mean, doesn't seem like you need to do that. I wouldn't say you necessarily need to do those transfers, to be honest. Rolling is the right way to go in week 1 unless you're forced to. I agree, mate. Yeah, so Hale, it's just the play. Like I could have done Wilson to Rangers, but I never even thought about it. I was like, I'm happy to have Wilson in my team. He's like a rotation player for me. Like I'm happy to have a 5.5 million rotation player in my team that I also rotate with like a 4.5, a 5 mil Williams on the bench right now. Like I do have quite a bit of money on the bench right now, but yeah, I'm happy to stick and just roll my transfers. Offside Footy F1. Have you met Messi? I mean, your brother plays in the MLS. No, I've never met Messi. Neither has my brother. He's actually never played him because of the way the league works. They switch the teams that are, you know, that play each other every year, and he's just gotten so unlucky that he's not played Messi yet. But we're just hoping and praying that he does get to play him at some point because I would have to go to that game. I love Messi. I think he's just the best thing going. I would love to. I mean, I don't even have to meet him. I don't even have to meet Messi. I would just love to watch him play in person. I've only actually watched Messi play in person once. And it was a friendly game against it was USA against Argentina over in the States. But I was quite young. I was like maybe 12 at the time, maybe even younger. But my brother claims that Messi waved at him in that match. He claims, or so he claims. But yeah, I mean I would love to meet Messi, but it's not happened yet. Thoughts on Saka and Watkins to Spurs, Sarr and Haaland today before being priced out? I mean, like, bit late now, mate. Unless you've already done it and you're asking me what I think about it, I'll give you my thoughts anyways. Saka and Watkins out is ridiculous, to be honest, because they're both captaincy picks this game week. And I know we all want Haaland in after what he did, but like, don't just like, those are two good players to have, not just this game week, but like Saka is genuinely, he's my number 1 captaincy pick this game week. I hope you didn't make those transfers. Okay, so Hale, what do you see happening with Gio in the next few weeks? You think he will have to transfer him out soon? Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's going to play. I don't think he's going to start, but I do think he'll pick up some minutes and he's just going to get us those little 10-minute, 15-minute cameos every game week, we hope, so that the game week that we, you know, bench boost, hopefully he just shows up with something. He just shows up with something, you know, even if it's a 1-pointer or a 2-pointer, we'll take that. But maybe he'll show up and grab a goal because he can't do that. So I'm not too worried about. He's probably just going to sit on my bench for the whole season, to be honest. I'm not too worried about him. Your brother plays as a right back, midfielder, and forward. Lol, what the fuck? Yeah, so Johnny is, you know, a full back. He plays right back. He can also play left back and left wing. So he can play as a wing back in all the formations, basically, a 3 or 4 at the back, or 5 at the back. But yeah, I would say he's best as a right back, and he's played some really good football all over the pitch. He's just such a a technical player that can play in a lot of systems. So yeah, the season that he made the MLS All-Star team in 2023, he played left back that season. So you could argue that's his best position, but I've seen him play right back a lot, and it looks more natural there. He's definitely looks more natural there. João Pedro and Delap starts. Palmer, Hall, incoming mate. That's crazy. João Pedro and Delap. Let's have a look. Let's go get the Chelsea team news up. Okay. Show 90 posts. Sorry, my team. Here we go. Delap starts for Chelsea. Yeah, there we go. Here is the Chelsea team, boys. Delap, João Pedro is crazy. So what's that going to look like? Let's see on FootMob what they're saying. Love a bit of FootMob, by the way. Yeah, so this is not actually it. Let's close these and we can stick this page. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. So Tosin is starting. Achampong has moved to the bench. Yeah, that's mad. Does that mean... I mean, Neto is playing as well. So what I expect this to be is that João Pedro is the 10. And someone agrees with me here. I think João Pedro is the 10 here, guys. That's what I think. So I think... Oh, that means Palmer's out left. That means Palmer's out left. Oh, God. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I mean, maybe he'll change the formation. Like, maybe he will change the formation and play like a 2 up top. We'll see. We will have to see. But it looks like João Pedro is in the 10 and Palmer is going to be on the left because Neto's going to be on the right. Enzo and Caicedo in the pivot. Yeah, it's not great for Palmer captainers. I've got to be honest. Looking at this, I'm not hopeful that, you know. Oh, let's repost it. Sorry, I meant to undo repost and we'll quote it. Looks like João Pedro in the 10. Something like this. And I'm going to go Sanchez. I'll do right back is Gusto. I mean, I think Tosin plays there. Chalobah. And then Cucurella. Let me just make sure who's the left and right centre back. Chalobah is the other one. So we're going to go like this. We'll make sure everything looks right, boys. I mean, Caicedo, Enzo. It's actually the other way. Again, got to make sure it all matches up in terms of what part of the pitch people play. Then I'm going to go Neto, JP, and Palmer. And then we'll go Delap. What do we think about that? Is that how we think they're going to line up? Could be a 4-2-2-2. Neto can also play left. Neto can play left. I was thinking about that. I would love if that was the case. Palmer will interchange positions in the game for sure. I think João Pedro will play wide and Palmer is a 10 with more freedom. Yeah. So Hale says, it's okay, mate. We played the fixture. Always a sensible choice. Feeling good. Yeah. Agreed. I like that. I like that hope that you instill in me there. I mean, I'm just going to post this and see what do people think. I mean, I don't even know what to say here. Like, I'll just say whatever one of you guys says, to be honest. Like, could be a 4-2-2-2. What would that look like? So we would have Enzo Caicedo, Neto, Palmer, or sorry, yeah, it could even be Palmer, João Pedro, Neto, Delap up top. You could even do that. So FootMob are now saying a 4-2-3-1. That is what I mean... Do we think Palmer will play on the left or right? Right or 10? I'll go back to this just to, because, I mean, and I'll do a little hashtag FPL. What do you guys think? I mean, we'll see. It looks like potentially... Yeah, I mean... I'll put this here so we can see. Yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, it's a tough one. If Palmer is playing on the left. I could see him playing on the right and Neto on the left. I could see it. Maybe I'm just coping. I think I'm just coping with the situation. Dimitri, for my trades before I meant for after the deadline, but I would have to do the transfers today before being priced out of Saka and Watkins to Spurs, Sar and Haaland. Okay, sorry, Dimitri, I didn't catch that. So my thought process is you don't have to do them today. You do not have to do those transfers today. I know that money is going to be tight, but I actually do think Haaland is increasing in price tonight. I actually do think he's increasing in price. So that's that. I think I would hold on to Saka and Watkins, even though you can do it. I just think it's not worth the fact that you have to do it tonight, and anything could happen over the next week in training. I love making my transfers just before the deadline if I am going to do them, and that alone is enough for me to want to advise you to not make the transfers, I would say. Alejandro says Neto played left versus Fluminense in Club World Cup. I think Parma will do well this fixture. Let's go. That is lovely to hear. I actually didn't realise that Neto played on the left in that game. So that means Palmer played on the right. Okay, here we go, boys. And João Pedro in the 10 is exciting. Yeah. Offside Footy F1 says, I think FootMob has got it right. Palmer on right wing, Neto on left wing, Pedro as 10. Yeah, I'm gonna actually reply to this tweet. The more I think about it, it's probably like this. It's probably Palmer right wing, JP 10, Neto left wing, and then I'll just add in Delap striker or centre forward. Okay, what do we think, boys? Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. We're going to have, we have the team news fully out. There we go, lads. Well done. Alrighty. Let's see if there's anyone else streaming right now. But yeah, exciting stuff, guys. Exciting stuff. Yes, sir. Okay. Any other questions, guys, before we... I have João Pedro. Should I be worried with him playing the 10? Richard, I don't know what to say there. Obviously it's better if he plays as striker, just in terms of his positioning. But as a footballer in the 10, he's so good in the 10. We saw that with Brighton. So it could be amazing for him. And the link-ups could be really good. I think overall it's a net negative. But I don't think I think it's much of a muchness. You could argue it's a positive in your eyes. I just think because he's not playing striker, that is a little bit of a negative, but it's not the end of the world for sure. Not the end of the world. João Pedro as 10 is dope, bro, says Offside Footy F1. Don't worry, he can score, he can assist at that position. Yeah, there you go. That's the other side of it. It's like he is a 10, I think. I think he's a 10, like a 9.5, like Xerxes. I know people say that a lot. I think João Pedro is a 10. So he's going to be playing his best football here. Let's put it that way. Do you want him to play his best football, or do you want him to play as a striker in and around the chances? I think the fact that he's in the 10, it makes Chelsea a much better team. So yeah, I may come around to the narrative that it's actually a net positive for João Pedro, but it's much of a muchness. I think you can draw positives and negatives off it. B says, Palmer does better off the right. No. Yes, he does, historically. Not to worry, Chelsea dressed all black for the Hammers' funeral. Love that, bro. Love that. That's a good one. Everton close to signing Diblin, says Sohail. That is huge. I loved watching Diblin last season. I was like, would love to get this guy into my FPL team, but he was just not playing for a good team in Southampton. But yeah, it's if he goes to Everton, they've had a transfer window and a half, haven't they? If he goes there. They got, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall. They get Jack Grealish, Tyler Diblin. That's a huge, huge upgrade in their attack. I think Moisey will have a lot of fun with that one. Could be an interesting future FPL pick. Agreed. 100% agree. Yeah, he could be a good one, Sohail. I think he's keep an eye on him. But last season he was so good. Like, I was so impressed with him. He must be like 18 years old now. Let's have a look. Tyler Diblin. So yeah, all the news is coming around him. He is 19 now. Yeah, looks like it could be happening. Open the door for Everton to seal Tyler Diblin transfer. Exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. That is good. Alright guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. And yeah, hope everyone has a good game week. Hope everyone has a good weekend as well, most importantly. Get out, enjoy the sun, and yeah, watch the footy if you can. I know I'm going to be watching as much of it as I can, especially tonight. I'm going to sit back, go grab some dinner, make myself something before this match, and then lock into this Palmer captaincy show. So yeah, really looking forward to it, guys. I hope anyone else who captain Palmer is going to be on my side. Otherwise, you can all get out of the chat now. This is a Palmer captain chat now. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around as well. And let me just see these last few messages before I go. In the hindsight, Chelsea bought João Pedro to take some pressure off Palmer in the creative department. Pedro as a 10 frees Palmer's play. Do you think that's the case? It really could be the case. Like, João Pedro playing the 10 is better for Palmer than it is for him, I would say. Would you agree? Maybe not. I do think it's a positive for both of them in some cases, but yeah, I would just say it definitely is a positive for Palmer. Let's leave it there. Ornstein tweeted it 4 minutes ago about Tyler Diblin. It's defo happening. Yeah, good luck. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, if Ornstein tweeted it, then that's a sure thing, isn't it? There you go, guys. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Offside Footy F1, Sohail, thanks for coming along. Keishla, thanks as always for coming along. I'll chat to you in a second, but yeah, looks good, guys. All right, looking forward to this game.